Hey everyone. So today I want to do a quick video on budgeting 101. So basically at the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a better understanding on how you can budget and how you can save monthly money on certain things that you already do every day. So this expense worksheet I just Googled, there are many different apps that can do it for you, like Mint is one of them. But the best one, of course, is Paper and Pen. That's your best app that you can have. The reason for that, because you get really personal with this. When you start writing down the information, it's much better than just plugging the numbers in and not thinking about where this number coming from and so on. So one thing that I always tell people, make sure when you do a budget, make sure you always start with your net income because that's what goes into your account, net, not gross. And when you get ready to do your budget, grab your bank statements, take a look at them, analyze them, and see where do you have, what type of monthly withdrawals do you have? Because very often, many companies will get you on systematic withdrawals, and you think that it's good for you, but in reality, it's good for them because a lot of the times you don't even remember what was your initial contract for. Like for example, you may have insurance payments that's coming out of your pay of your statement once a year, and you may not even realize that you paid $30 less last year for this. So I personally think that you shouldn't sign up for automatic withdrawals, but instead get the bill and pay the bill. This way you get to see how much it was last year or how much it was last month versus now. So there's a couple of expenses here that hopefully I'll be able to save you on. One of them is the mortgage. So I did a quick video. It's about 8 minutes on my YouTube channel. Take a look at it on how to eliminate your mortgage faster, and you will be able to reduce your mortgage at least by 4 or 5 years. But one of the things on this that I want to concentrate is your cell phone bill, your internet and cable bills, because that usually adds up. I've seen people with cell phone bills over $150 for two lines, over $200. See, if you are a first responder, especially in the medical field, law enforcement, maybe or fire, if you are a first responder, make sure to register on a website called ID.me. So Ida David Michael Eddie. And that website, as a first responder, you just submit your ID, you submit your social security, and you qualify for many different offers that first responders have. For example, Verizon. Verizon has a special promotion where you can have a cable and a landline for $50 if you're a first responder. Also, a big portion of your bill is a cable bill. So I use IPTV services, and with that service, I have all the channels I can think of, including HBO, Hulu, and all that. And I'm only paying $20 a month. I believe if you pay yearly, it could be even less. So there are many different companies that offer that service. If you want to know which one I'm using, you can always email me. I'll give you the information. But great that you don't need to buy anything. It works with your streaming services, whatever you have, Fire Stick, um, what else you have, Roku, TiVo. It works with that if you have a smart TV and so on. So that could be a big savings. But when it comes to cell phones, you also able to save a lot. So with the cell phones, I have T-Mobile, I have 5 lines, I'm paying 110 and I get a free Netflix. 110, that's already including the taxes. The other day I was in Costco and Costco was offering for first responders AT&T $77 for 5 lines. So there are offers available pretty much with every company. You just have to see if they have that for that particular industry, if they have anything special. But I stayed with T-Mobile because I travel a lot and international servicing is included with T-Mobile. So with the AT&T, you would have to pay extra. So I like the T-Mobile 5 lines, 110 plus all the Netflix is included and all taxes included. So, and it's called Magenta plan. The other expense that people have is credit card bills. And well, before we go into credit cards, let's talk about insurance, car insurance. Car insurance is very expensive. If you drive, I recommend at least shopping around once a year. And the reason for that is because prices usually go up. And if you're loyal to your insurance company, trust me, they are not loyal to you. They will increase your policy no matter how long you've been with them. So I don't recommend usually shopping through franchise like Allstate, Geico, and I have nothing against them, but there are many smaller companies that may be able to save you a lot. And there are many different websites that you can use. But also it's good to use independent broker that is not tied up with a franchise name, and they can shop around through many different companies. So make sure you check your insurance at least once a year, and don't forget the Careful Driver discount also, which saves you 10% by watching the 5-hour class. The other thing is, if you drive a lot, you probably spend money on gas a lot. Download app called Upside, UPSIDE. With that app, you just register your credit card on it. You click on the link to see which gas stations gives the best rewards. And there are gas stations in your neighborhoods pretty much available that give you 2, 5, 20, 70 cents per gallon, depends on promotion. And it's per gallon, not per fill up. So whenever you fill up, 2 days later, you get that amount given to you. I've been using it for about 2 years. I already have about $300 that I saved just by gassing up my car. And if you send referral codes to others, then every time they gas up, you also get gas extra per gallon back. The other thing is credit cards and food expense. So food expense, I actually want to share with you how much you losing annually if you do not bring from home food. So let me just go into this website. And the website that I use, it's called financialmentor.com. Okay, just give me a second. I want to make sure I'm on that website. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you the screen, financialmentor.com. If you go into calculators and you go into savings calculator, go into compound calculator, $10 a day. That's usually what most people spend on food if you're not bringing food from home. That's $300 a month at 12% for 30 years. That's already 1,069,000. So everyone can be a millionaire just by bringing lunch from home. Okay, that's a big number. That's compound interest. That's one of the wonders of the world if you get to know what that is. There are many funds out there that give over 12% when it comes to investing. I'm talking about mutual funds. If you guys want some ideas, I'm fully licensed. I can show you funds that can even give you over 20% return. But again, do your own research. In the investment world. Nothing is guaranteed except death and taxes. But there are solid funds that you can invest to. And like I said, I'm always able to do a Zoom with you to show you what's available. Now, when it comes to credit card debt, I'm going to share with you another one of my favorite sites. And the website is called bankrate.com. Just give me a second. I want to make sure when I share, it shows up. So if you go to a website, bankrate.com, if you have credit debt, make sure you go on the best balance transfer cards. And if your credit score is below 670, you may not qualify, but I have a video on how you can improve your credit score. Make sure you take a look, subscribe to my channel, take a look at it. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for 18 or 21 months of no interest. And of course, I'm looking for 21 because it's the longest. So here we go. I scroll down. I found that the card, for example, offers 21 months. So I'm going to apply for that card. And if I get approved, hopefully I will, because hopefully your credit score is good enough, you can roll over whatever balances you're carrying into this card and for 21 months pay no interest. That's a big one because most of the payments that you make, if you do carry balances, a credit card costs you 19%, 24%, and so on. And you're probably only paying about 55% of your, if you're paying, let's say, $100, only about $55 goes into it. The rest is an interest that keeps adding up. It's going to take you years and years before you actually pay off your credit card debt. But by rolling it over to one of those cards, you're basically getting almost 2 years at no interest. Yes, there is a 2 to 5% fee that they charge, but think about it this way. If you're paying 19 plus and you're only paying 5% once, it makes complete sense. The other thing that I see people make a mistake on all the time is that let's say you have a credit card of $2,000 and you have a $3,000 savings account. So what some people don't realize is that in a savings account, they pretty much don't make a lot of money, sometimes less than a couple cents a day, if not a month. But on a credit card, you're paying $50, $60, $100 in interest alone every month. So take the savings money, pay off your credit card. If emergency comes along, you have a credit card with zero balance. Now you can charge to the credit card, okay? And if you paid off your credit card, now everything that you were putting towards it, now you can start putting into the savings account, which brings me to another point that savings, if you're keeping money with the big banks, you're probably getting back 0.01%. If you go on the same Bankrate website, you go on the high yield savings, and you will see many banks that offer you on a regular savings account 4 or 5%. Make sure you sign up. It's free money that you're losing on. A lot of you may not be familiar with any of those banks, but that's okay because they all FDIC insured up to 250,000. If the bank goes out of business, we usually will happen Friday afternoon. By Monday, you have money available with another bank name. So hopefully this was a beneficial quick video. If you have any questions, PM me. Hopefully I'll be able to guide you. If you want to open life insurances or investments, I'm fully licensed. I can help you out with that too. All right, be well until next video.